So today we're putting the bearing back in the 89 Toyota Camry front hub, and I wanted to show you the old CV joint. And this is the outer shaft, and this is the whole reason why I'm redoing this. But either the bearing, the old one, wore out and started wobbling and vibrating this, causing this to explode apart, or this wobbled, came apart, and exploded and destroyed the bearing. One or the other. What do you think? Maybe both. We don't know. But have you ever seen anything like that before? Actually, I haven't. This is my first time. And that's why I'm not a big fan of CV shafts. And I know they came into the market, like around, around late 70s into the early 80s. But it seems to have developed into a massive industry, just CV shafts. I call it the CV shaft industry because that's all you see now all over the internet is CV shafts and joints for cars, especially front wheel drive. And they make a lot of money on CV shafts breaking down, and believe me, they break down constantly. I believe they're the weakest link in a manufacturer's car's design. Got to be the weakest link because they make the most money. I truly believe that. So here we are today, and I've already got the bearing started, and I'm looking at it, and it looks pretty squared up right here. There's the bearing. Looks pretty square, and it might be a little low on this side, so I'm going to give it a little love tap. See if we can knock that down a little bit. Maybe a little more. No, it still looks crooked to me. It's about as good as I can get it. Maybe if I hit it right there. There it goes. Squared itself up. Don't need an impact gun. This requires a gentle touch. Smooth but efficient. There it is. Simple and easy. Nothing to it. I think my dog would love to chew on this thing for a while. Oh yeah, he's in there. Now there's a little plastic piece in here that they put in at the manufacturer plant, and I'll show it to you. That right there, they put that down inside the center of the bearing to hold these two bearing races together, one on each side, to hold them in there while you're dropping the bearing down in, so they don't want it to fall out on you from the bottom side, which is very ingenious. Good idea. I like that. As you can see, I have repacked the bearing with the good old red grease because I didn't like the grease that they put in it. To tell you the truth, it's more like Vaseline. That's what it reminds me of. Now this is a Chinese bearing, and it looks pretty good. You know, seems to have has good movement, real smooth. Bearings working properly, but I like using my own grease, and a little bit more tackier grease, heavy duty grease. Like I said, the grease they have in it is like Vaseline, you know, petroleum. And yeah, and that's where we're going to leave it. And now we're going to put this in the center clip, and we'll just put a little bit of WD-40 on that so it'll slide on in that groove. Why not? this is the tricky part of this whole operation. I am using a good pair of needle nose pliers that are wide enough for this large circlip, but they just, to get the tips on here, get the tip on there perfectly like that. That is a trick. And will it hold? That is the question. That's a good question, huh? Will it hold? There it is. Boy, those things work good.